to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get it. Round at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done. The defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back up.
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Baker. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll try to snap it quickly. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines are marching down the field.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got room to work.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback's spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Baker. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Working that left side now. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around.
Turning it on! That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the try is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. To that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Byrne. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down in line. And tackled there by the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Huskers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go right back to it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Baker. Firing to the right, complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Touchdown, Wolverines! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Big noise in the big house with this huge third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He uncorks one deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Baker. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Connor. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Baker. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will give them the lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He's got him. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good...
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, having it. What? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Baker. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Just keep slinging it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for Gomez. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Baker. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the... and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Baker. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played three. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through.
And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Byrne. Fires to the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down outside. Running free. Touchdown, Michigan. And bunch is about to go 6-1.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Byrne. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got a man, it's Glenn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. To the ground with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. The Huskers in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To throw, it's Byrne. Got him downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to throw on third. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Byrne. Finds a man on the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They just keep firing. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, then, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in on the left. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Dropping back, it's Baker. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving...
Breaks into the open. The 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
No gain on the play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the black